Facing the closed door, I remembered my husband's words. Mom still thinks I'm a kid. It's so annoying. For now, I would just go along to keep things calm, but it's a nuisance. Even though he said that, still, I couldn't just stand there forever. Apologizing repeatedly, I became a burden at the neighbor's house that night. Mommy needs to stay strong. I will do my best. I spoke to my daughter, who finally fell asleep despite fussing. The next day, when I headed home, there were my mother-in-law and husband. Mom, did you actually sleep here? Even in this condition? While the living room somehow had enough space for the two of them, it didn't look much different from what I saw yesterday. Yesterday, when the police were here, I checked the other rooms too. They were all messy, just like before. Despite often complaining about my lack of cleaning, my mother-in-law stayed in the messy house, and she's still sitting there without even trying to clean, looking grumpy. What do you mean, actually? I couldn't leave because I felt sorry for Caden, who was abandoned by his wife. Those words struck a nerve, and I retorted, I didn't abandon him. It's that you didn't listen to what I said, isn't it? Well, what a way to talk. My mother-in-law's expression quickly turned into one of anger. Then Caden chimed in from the side. Seriously, making a fuss about a burglary. Have you cooled your head? As he said this with apparent annoyance, I felt something snap inside me. Yeah, right. It's not like it's burglary, huh? Even though a surprising low voice came out of me. Caden didn't react to my angry tone and just chuckled softly. Ah, finally got it? Yeah, making a fuss about a burglary is too much. Well, for now, just clean up, okay? As Caden spoke almost as if it were someone else's problem, my mother-in-law also seems triumphant. Her chin lifted in pride. Housework and childcare are the wife's responsibilities, right? My mother-in-law spoke with a sickly sweet voice to Caden. Huh? I'm not cleaning up. You guys made the mess, so you should clean it up. Feeling looked down upon by the two, I shrugged my shoulders in exasperation. What? What did you say? As expected, my response didn't sit well with the two of them. Really? What a wicked daughter-in-law! Stop your whining and move already! My mother-in-law impatiently urged. Such a hassle. My husband frowned too. Right in front of them, I thrust the completed divorce papers I received from the city office this morning. Let's divorce. What? My husband looked bewildered. So let's divorce right now. Then my mother-in-law swiftly took the completed divorce papers. Poor Caden. To be treated so badly like this. You poor thing. She exaggeratedly lamented, embracing my husband's head. You're such a big baby. I tried really hard to keep it in, but my true feelings slipped out of my mouth. What did you say? You Kiala. Both of them seemed ready to explode. Well, of course. They couldn't stay silent after being spoken to with such disdain. But I wasn't backing down either. Didn't hear that? Or can't understand it? Divorce, divorce. Come on, quickly sign and date the goodbye paper. I thought about my dignity as a person, and the fact that I shouldn't stoop to their level. But somehow, it didn't matter anymore. Cut the nonsense. Get on your knees, apologize. The two of them pushed me down and pinned me to the floor. Apologize. Caden's strength made me tear up at that moment. Kiala! Let go of my daughter! It was my parents who came to my rescue. Behind them stood the police officer who had kindly helped us yesterday. Coughing, I felt relieved and relaxed. What's the meaning of this? Get out of here now! My mother-in-law and husband struggled as the police officer restrained them.
It's pointless. It's an assault in progress.
With my father's help, I got up and smiled at the struggling two. Well, actually, I just asked them to confirm yesterday's events. I never thought it would escalate to assault. Though my husband snapped, I wasn't scared anymore. There are surveillance cameras set up in this house for the sake of my daughter's safety. There are live cameras, so they didn't record the intruder who messed up the room. When I said this, both of them visually relaxed.
Huh? So what does that have to do with anything?
I told you, there are live cameras. Even now, the neighbors who kindly helped us yesterday are watching the situation in this room. And the conversation between you two from yesterday has been confirmed by many people at the police station. I also gave my parents the address to watch. After my mother-in-law and husband disappeared behind the door yesterday, I started checking the surveillance cameras. The police officer suggested that this burglary commotion might be suspicious, perhaps even staged. Not only my mother-in-law, but also my husband seemed suspicious, he said. Unfortunately, he was right on target. Before I came back, the two of you intentionally made a mess of the room together, planning to come back and blame me for it. You two didn't want a wife who would do such unbelievable things, planning to get apology money from my parents. The reason? Surprisingly, you two didn't want the child if it's not a boy. You were ready to kick out the unwanted wife and get a new one, right? What do you call a mother-in-law approved affair? I said it all at once, and everyone there was giving the two of them cold stares.
Could it be some kind of mistake?
Huh?
Yeah, there is no way I'd cheat, right?
Huh? Kiara, is this pointless conversation still going on? Well, for a moment, my mother-in-law seems to forget her position and was on the verge of anger, but the people around wouldn't tolerate such behavior. I refuse to stay here either. I don't want to be told I'm needed or not needed for unreasonable reasons. Relatives who hadn't asked once about the baby since I arrived here are exactly the ones I don't need. It's not normal for the neighbors who are looking after my daughter to be more caring. I'm going back to my parents' house. Of course, I will be filing for divorce, and I won't give up custody. It seems the outcome is just as you wanted.
Wait a minute. The police station? I don't want to go. I hate it.
Wait! Let go! I don't want to! The two were taken away by the police amidst a commotion. After that, my mother-in-law and husband became infamous in the neighborhood. Of course, for all the wrong reasons. They even tried to make amends with divorce settlements, but it didn't make a difference. Well, that's true, isn't it? No matter how loudly you proclaimed, I didn't do it. Nobody believes it. I've returned to my parents' house, and I'm raising my daughter with them. I found a job through an acquaintance's referral. Honestly, I still have worries, and it's tough. But when I see my daughter's face, I feel motivated to do my best. I'm determined to work hard so that Mia can grow up on the right path and not be influenced by a few others.